Data validation from technology management. It is possible to trigger the validation process either from the templates or from the actual data, as the Validate Data button exists in a number of locations. It's found in the Actions tab of the ribbon on the customer list page and also here on the customer's card page. It's also found on the Data Validation Templates list page and on each of the Data Validation Template cards. This does help if you have customizations within your system, as rather than having to add the icon to those custom pages, you can simply launch the data validation from the templates themselves. The Data Validation Templates list page is the main new area of this edition. It allows you to create and manage templates that contain the rules that will be used. It lists all the available template cards. Each template card refers to one table, referencing the table number. So here is the customer table, table number 18. The template card will apply to all records of that type, i.e. to all customers, unless a condition is set to apply it to a subset of those records, for example, just the US customers. In this case though, it will apply to all customers. We define the rules that do the actual validation on each line of the template card. Each rule relates to a particular field number from the selected table. For a particular field, we can say whether it either must equal a value, must match a filter, or must be a certain length. Then we can set a user-friendly error message that will be displayed if it fails that test. Here, %1 means that it will use the field name within the error message. So these 4 rules check that the credit limit and 3 posting groups have been set up correctly on the customer cards. This second template card relates to the same table, table 18, customers, but it has a validation condition set so that it will only apply to customers from the country region of US. On it, we have just one rule for validation. This relates to the general business posting group, but as you can see, the error message gives detailed guidance to the user as to what the actual value should be. You can also provide translations of the error messages for use if you have other languages installed within NAV. I would need to give it the language code and then type in my translation. It's worth noting that these rules on the template card will not apply unless the template card itself is marked as enabled by ticking the enable box. It is simple to export and import the templates within data validation, and this can be very useful. For example, if you're working in a test environment prior to an upgrade of NAV, it could be really useful to use data validation to check your data quality and fix any issues prior to going live. You can then import the rules that you've developed in your test environment into your live environment later on. If I go to the Home tab of the ribbon and click on the Export Templates button, it will download an XML file of the templates which will save my downloads folder, and I can open this to view it if I wish. Now I'm in a fresh NAV environment, so the equivalent of my new live environment, and I've just installed data validation. This does not yet have any templates set up within it. So to import the templates, I simply reverse the process. I click on Import Templates, then navigate to where the XML file is saved, import them, and there they are. You may find it useful to enable and disable the templates at certain times, perhaps to allow you to home in on testing a certain type of record. So in my current example, I have lots of examples of records with a missing credit limit. I'm aware of this already, But if I want to see if there are other errors from the conditional template cards, so for example the US only template card, if I disable the all customers template card and then revalidate the data, I can now check that there are no errors due to the other validation templates. Once complete, I would need to then re-enable the templates I had disabled.